everyone, good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center with a quick look, actually a deep dive into your most reliable forecast. Now, tons of sunshine and warming all on the way. But first, we have a couple more weak systems to get through before we really get into that sunshine and another spring-like feel just in time for the weekend. So we're going to take a few minutes, look around, see what's been going on, then what's expected. And with that, we'll really get you set up for a gorgeous weekend across the high desert. Now today it has been cloudy on this Wednesday, and there have already been some showers rolling through. A few of these cameras actually show where we've been getting a little bit of clearing. So these in and out clouds are continuing through tonight, and some rain showers become snow showers. But when we look across some other cameras through the Tri-County area, a few roads are damp, but that's about it. We don't see any heavy downpours, don't see any rain on the lenses, or much in the way of shadows on the ground. But in Prineville, what roads are wet, and a few other places across the high desert. Getting up into the Cascades, well, we have precipitation falling. Willamette Pass, it is snow. Diamond Lake Junction, we've been getting rain and snow showers. St. Ann Pass, wet lenses and wet roads at Government Camp. And this is the system that's been impacting us today. Now, it has been bringing some showers into lower elevations, and it looks like right around Detroit, just to the east of Detroit, there were a few lightning strikes and a couple in Klamath County as well. As this pushes further off to the east, we're not expecting too much in the way of lightning, but it is something we're going to be tracking with you. Now, looking at satellite and radar, different view of it really, zooming out just a little bit, we can actually see that there have been some areas of clearing, and our main system is further to the southeast. You can see that big L on the bottom of the page. Now, this is going to continue to work its way off to the northeast and out of central Oregon, but when we look at the bigger picture, we see a couple of things. First, there's a little small low that's just offshore, and the two combined are making winds breezy at times. But when we look even further out there, the biggest feature that we see is this broad ridge of high pressure over the Pacific Ocean. That is going to build into the Pacific Northwest. That's what brings our sunshine. There will be some clouds, but mostly a light breeze by Friday and Saturday. Temperatures then pick up into the 60s once again. So it's going to be a really nice weekend. And by the time this high pressure gets over the coastline, all of this activity that's south of the Aleutian Islands and in the Gulf of Alaska, that's just going to work its way right around our high pressure. So let's go ahead and time this out. Our system is over Nevada right now and pushing to the northeast. Now, there is a wave of moisture, an old front that's out over the Pacific Ocean. That's what catches up with us by tomorrow afternoon, and it will bring a little bit of light precipitation, but it's going to be hit and miss. So tonight, a wintry mix this evening, becoming snow showers. Then that system rolls further off to the east and out of our area. We get some clearing into the morning, but then by the afternoon, that second wave of moisture pushes into the really into the Pacific Northwest, and as it moves across the Cascades, there's a little bit of convection, so we start to get a few showers. Some of that makes it into lower elevations, but we're really just looking at a few sprinkles and flurries through the afternoon, and winds are going to get gusty. After that, more sunshine, some cloud cover, and a warm-up starts that brings us through the 50s and into the 60s with no precipitation in sight through the rest of this week. And by next week, that changes up a little bit. So between now and Friday at 11 p.m., high pressure's building into the region. All of this stuff out over the Pacific is going to go around our high pressure. Well, some of it actually makes it in, but that's what's bringing us the in and out cloud cover. And there will be some snow totals. So let's dive in, take a closer look. Again, between now and Friday at 11 p.m., a trace to 2 inches possible in our lower elevations. Once you get up to Pine Mountain, that's where we actually have a little bit more. That's 4 to 8 inches, with a few spots at the peaks getting a little bit more, but not much. Let's look at a different one. This is less high resolution, and through this winter it's just been doing a lot better. And this one's showing a trace to maybe 2 inches, the very peaks of the Newberry Caldera getting up to 4. That is what I'm going with. That's a better realization of what's actually going to happen. Also a little bit of snow in the Ochoco's and Cascades. Now today, look at this. Temperatures topped out in the 40s with a few spots that reached up to the low 50s. Current temperatures are in the 30s and 40s, so some showers have started to roll in. We've been getting that rain-cool action, and temperatures are already on the downhill side of the day. Look at this, though. they're sitting between 1 and 11 degrees cooler than we were just 24 hours ago. And tonight, it's getting even colder, falling back into the 20s with a few 30s for lows. And tomorrow, highs in the mid 40s, some upper 40s, a few 50s possible. We'll go ahead and say it. But when it comes to winds right now, not too bad. It's been a little breezy at times. Those gusts peaking at 12 miles per hour. So actual wind speeds are about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Not too bad at all. And when we look at winds going forward and through the day, it's been just a light breeze. Everything left of this white line is observed. Everything right of it is forecast. And it really shows us that tonight is when we're looking at winds that could be a little breezy at times. By tomorrow, breezy, getting gusty at times during the afternoon. Strongest winds between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. as those winds are coming out of the north-northwest and north. And then getting forward into the work week Friday, we're looking at tons of sunshine, just a light breeze, and your normal wind pattern starting out of the southwest or south and southwest and swinging around to the north before it starts to calm back down again. So for tonight, 20s, a few 30s out there, and some rain and snow showers expected. By tomorrow, a little bit of wintry mix. We're talking flurries and sprinkles, not much, and highs in the 40s with a few 50s. After that, we top out in the 60s through this weekend, then temperatures start to come back down. See, Sunday night going into Monday, there's going to be a very weak system, and more clouds are expected, not much in the way of precipitation. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, a stronger system actually brings more precipitation to the high desert and brings temperatures even lower. So we're looking at well below average for this time of the year, and a lot more rain than we typically get this time of the year, days 6 through 10, and that's mostly going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. So just a recap for you, here's a look at your headlines for Wednesday, March the 5th. It is Ash Wednesday, hence. Okay, so some rain and snow tonight going into tomorrow. Winds are going to get stronger through the day Thursday, and it's going to be chilly, and then more sunshine is expected with a warming trend that brings us back into the 60s. It's going to be very pleasant across the high desert just in time for the weekend. That's the latest in weather. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. That's at 5 and 11 on ABC, and at 6, 7, and 11 on CBS. We'll have more of your most reliable forecast for Central Oregon. We'll see you then.